Live from Chicago's NBC 5, Art Norman, Nisita Kwan, Dawn Desart traffic, and Byron Miranda weather. This is NBC 5 News at 6 a.m.
Good morning, Chicago. A fire breaks out at a West Side hotel overnight. We'll have the latest on this investigation into what caused the fire.
The heat is on state lawmakers to help motorists deal with high gas prices.
Plus, celebrating Memorial Day with an annual Woogums tradition. That's next. Those stories and much more here on NBC 5, just a few minutes. Good morning again. I'm Art Norman.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Nisita Kwan. It looks like it's going to be a great day. We're seeing sunshine already, Byron.
Woogums parade today, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Woogums. And you won't have a problem wooging into the Woogums because it's going to be a beautiful day to Woogums. No problem. Sunshine outside. I don't think we're going to see a shower, although the computer indicates there is a chance of it. I don't feel like we're going to see a thunderstorm today. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. Currently, it is 53 at O'Hare, 50 at Waukegan, 52 at Gary, a little bit cooler south and west of us in Aurora, 46 degrees. Your high, 70. Cooler along the lakefront. Winds northwest at 10 to 15. Relative humidity low. Lake cooler. Warmer south. When I come back, we'll do the 5-day forecast, and the kids are learning what it is to have a job because they're getting up this morning, even though they're not in school. So we'll have any weather watches too before all that.
Early for Memorial Day.
Guys. Yeah, on the road this morning, no problems out there, and with this holiday traffic, there it is. Just for a second there, I saw no cars at all on the 290 around North Avenue. Kind of cool. The road work has been suspended until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning because of the holiday weekend. It's a parking meter holiday. You don't have to feed the beaters if you are coming downtown for one of the events. And Metro Pace, our CTA, are all running on their holiday or Sunday schedules, so keep that in mind if you are traveling today. Art and Nisita, back to you.
All right, thank you, Don. It is exactly 6:01 in the morning, and an overnight fire leaving residents of a South Side apartment building injured. That fire broke out in the 7600 block of South Kingston right before 3 a.m. this morning. Chicago police officers first on the scene were instrumental in getting the residents out safely.
It's two young kids. I guess they got out through the back. Smoke was real bad, so we couldn't get in real far, but we helped them get out. They jumped out the window to the back, and hopefully they're all right.
We got whatever people we could get out the front, and then there were other officers around the back trying to catch people as they were jumping in the back.
Among the injured, a mother and her two children. The cause of the fire still under investigation.
On this Memorial Day, dramatic rescues are made near West Side Hotel when a fire breaks out in one apartment. At one point, residents were ready to jump from the upper floors.
Let's go to NBC 5's Jennifer Mitchell, who's live at the scene. It looks a little more peaceful than it was overnight, Jennifer.
That's right, Nisita, it is. Board-up crews are now here at the scene after some frightening moments overnight here at the Viceroy Hotel. Firefighters arrived on the scene here at 1519 West Warren Boulevard just before midnight. Smoke and flames could be seen coming from the 6th floor of the hotel, forcing many guests to their windows where they were prepared to jump. But luckily, firefighters were able to escort many people down the front stairway. Others were rescued just in time by ladder.
When the firefighters arrived, there were people hanging out the upper floor windows, a couple people threatening to jump. The firefighters quickly dissuaded them from doing that, and we were able to get ladders up and rescue them.
The smoke was so thick by the time we realized that it was a fire. We went to the door, opened the door, smoke hit us in the face. We came toward the window. It didn't look like they were going to get to us quick enough. We saw the guy hanging out the window down on the other, and smoke was coming out really fast. So we just tried to hang on as long as we could till the firemen were able to come up and get us.
Now, firefighters believe that the fire started on the 6th floor. 62 people had to be relocated, but luckily no injuries are reported. The hotel has reopened this morning at this hour. The cause of this fire is still under investigation. Live on the near west side, Jennifer Mitchell, NBC 5 News.
All right, Jennifer, thank you. In other news, charges are filed against a Chicago man in the deadly hit and run of a delivery man. Last week, 44-year-old Jing Yu Hao was struck and killed as he crossed 26th Street. Now, police have charged 36-year-old Mario Leon with leaving the scene of an accident. Leon was released on the $350,000 bond. Is due back in court this Friday.
An overnight accident on the Stevenson Expressway kills a 19-year-old woman. State police say her vehicle collided with another car here in the northbound lanes near Pulaski. The impact of the crash ejected the woman from her vehicle, who was later pronounced dead at nearby Mount Sinai Hospital. She was the 4th road fatality here in Cook County over this holiday weekend.
We have the first beach closing of the season. It's the 63rd Street Beach. The recent heavy rains have raised the bacteria levels in the lake at that location. So far, no other Chicago beaches are at risk. Although the 63rd Street beach is closed for today, the beach house will be open for visitors wanting to use it for other activities, biking, that kind of thing.
There is a plea to give Chicago area motorists a break from those skyrocketing gasoline prices. Former State Treasurer Pat Quinn wants lawmakers to suspend the state and local taxes on gasoline for the entire summer. Quinn says those taxes add about 15 cents to a gallon at the pump.
Both state and local governments have been partners with gas companies in gouging consumers because Illinois is one of the handful of states that allows a second tax, a sales tax on gasoline.
Gas prices are more than $2 a gallon at most stations here in the Chicago area. That's the second highest in the nation, behind several cities in California.
Hundreds coming out in support of those in a hunger strike in the Little Village neighborhood. Yesterday, a mass celebrated for protesters in day 16 of a hunger strike. They say Chicago Public Schools Chief Paul Vallis failed to come through on a promise to build a new high school, and they now plan to take the matter up with Mayor Daley.
A 30-year resident of the Robert Taylor homes is enduring flooding while getting no help at all from the Chicago Housing Authority. David Wilson says he woke up at 4 a.m. Sunday morning to find water flooding his apartment from the vacant unit right next door. The valves needed to shut off the water supply in that neighboring unit were allegedly stolen. Couldn't turn it off. So when he called for help, he says he was repeatedly told that help was on the way or already there. But no one ever showed up.
What really frustrated me was when the lady kept saying that it was somebody out here.
Well, clearly it's a challenge to, with the vacancies, to stay a step ahead of that.
Eventually, engineers arrived on the scene, turned off the overflowing water. By the way, the entire Robert Taylor Homes development is slated to be torn down by the end of this year.
Call it a spectator sport. Memorial Day in one Lakeview neighborhood means one thing: the Woogums Parade. Woogums stands for Wellington Oakdale Old Glory Marching Society. It's a unique tradition celebrating its 38th year. It's the parade where everybody marches and nobody just watches. The parade began in 1963 with just a few neighborhood marchers. Now includes more than 1,000 people dressed up, having fun. Everyone's got a smile on their face. Good weather for it today, too.
At 6 minutes after 6. Coming up here on NBC 5 News in this hour, they pay tribute to fallen officers all across our nation. One of the country's best-known bagpipe bands is Chicago's very own Hometown Jewel. We will meet the members of the Emerald Society up next. Plus, the water is ready, so get your bait and fishing rod. We'll give you some tips on how to make your fishing season a successful one.
Also ahead, honoring veterans, a World War II monument in the making. But first, shall we check on our weather for this Memorial Day? Byron?
I know Arthur wants to barbecue. When I come back, we'll talk about the barbecue forecast, if there's any rain in it. But before all of that, Don DeSart.
Yeah, it's early at this Memorial Day. Roads look terrific so far, but what could hang you up later? We'll tell you about that coming up.
And if you're a college graduate searching for classified ads, we'll tell you why, even with a degree, it may be a lot harder to find a job.
And it's time to make yourself at home on the streets of Chicago. Furniture popping up on every corner. We'll take you for a tour. It's what's hot on the World Wide Web today.
.52, that's your temperature at DePage, 46 in Aurora, 50 up north in Waukegan. If you drive all the way over to Rockford, 48, 53 Midway, 53 at O'Hare, low 50s across the greater Chicagoland area and northwest Indiana. One area of low pressure moving east, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. High pressure north and west of us. A few clouds, estimated about 8,000 feet to 9,000 feet at O'Hare and Midway. Lots of sunshine in the forecast, and it's sunny outside right now. No rain from Chicago through northwest Indiana or the western section of Michigan. Now let's go all the way back to North Dakota, South Dakota. You really don't see anything there. Just a few drops. Don't worry about that. Let's go back to the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, California. Nothing there, but there is a frontal system approaching that will bring us a chance of rain over the next 72 hours. That will be in the 5-day forecast. But first, the 24-hour forecast calling for a high of 70 degrees, a little bit cooler along the lakefront. Winds out of the northeast later tonight. 64 at 9 p.m. and then 52 degrees will be the forecasted low. 52. When I come back in just a bit, we'll do the 5-day forecast. Mini Weather Watcher time, guys. Please say good morning to Jamila Jenkins with 54 in Chicago.
Good morning, Jamila.
Jamila has a temperature of 54 there in her neck of the woods, and her mom is Sophia. Dad is Harold. She attends Marcus Garvey Elementary. All of the kids have checked in this morning, even though it's a holiday. Starting tomorrow, Miss Jenkins will get her shout-outs, Dr. Sarge.
She's so cute.
Yeah,
all right, guys, on the roads this morning, not a whole lot to talk about just yet this morning, but as we go to the maps, remember, if you're traveling later today, you've got this road work over here in northwest Indiana. Only 2 lanes open both directions between Kennedy Avenue and Burr Street with construction there. And up north, if you're heading to Wisconsin, we've got the 13 miles of construction on I-94 just south of Milwaukee. Heads up for that as well. Meantime, it is a parking meter holiday. If you come downtown, you don't have to feed the parking meters. And if you are coming downtown, Metro, Pace, CTA running on their Sunday or holiday schedules. And right now, there are the travel times. They're all base so far this morning. Nisita, Art, back to you.
All right, thank you, Don. It is 11 minutes after 6 a.m. Some of the other stories making national headlines. President Bush will mark Memorial Day by clearing the way for a World War II monument on the National Mall in Washington. He'll sign a bill that ends lawsuits, and procedural hitches that have held up the start of construction.
Philadelphia police are searching this morning for the driver of a van who was involved in a very deadly crash. It was carrying children home from a party when the van plowed into several cars and flipped over. A 4-year-old girl was killed. 12 other children were hurt.
This year's class of college graduates will find the job market isn't as hot as in years past. Analysts say the outlook for college graduates may be the toughest in a decade. They say the hiring outlook reflects thinking by businesses that the economy is on the brink of recession. Coming up next, a day of masses at several Catholic cemeteries around Chicago. Plus, we'll have a look at health news.
How doctors say soybeans can help women who are going through menopause.
And Michael Flatley's heating up the stage once again. He's bringing his new show to the U.S.
Plus, we're getting ready for fishing season. Some tips and rules next.
I feel fine enough, I guess. Considering everything's a mess.
We're waking up to a beautiful Monday morning, and you know what? If you woke up with us, you might be thinking, I can go back to bed. It's Memorial Day. It's May 28th. Thanks for joining us. We're going to check local headlines right now. Flames and thick smoke breaking out in an upper floor room at a near West Side hotel. Several residents on the brink of jumping from windows were rescued by firefighters. Chicago police, in another story, are looking for a late model gray Chevy Caprice, apparently involved in a dragging death. Police say the victim reportedly was trying to stop a motorist from speeding away without paying for some cigarettes he had just sold him. High bacteria levels are keeping the 63rd Street beach closed during the Memorial Day holiday. However, the beach house will be open for visitors wanting to use the beach for other activities. And some of the events taking place today in Chicago this Memorial Day, a rededication ceremony for the officer Michael Ridge's Memorial Garden. It's the 69th annual Chicago Fire Department Memorial Day Parade and Mass, honoring fallen members of that department. And 20,000 people expected to attend special outdoor field masses honoring veterans at Catholic cemeteries around Chicago. And now, let's check in with Art.
It's 6:15. Here's what's hot today on the World Wide Web. Uncle Sam wants you, no, not to go to the Army, but to take some of his excess stuff off his hands. He wants you to participate in this, an online auction. More and more federal agencies are turning to the internet to get rid of seized or overstocked merchandise. For example, this site is the General Services Administration. Today, they're featuring a 1987 Winnebago motorhome, a 1990 Southwind motorhome, or pure silver bars by the Franklin Mint. This year, the government wants to unload about $3.6 billion in property. www.gsaauctions.gov. First, it was the cows, then the ping pong tables. Now this summer, it is this: Sweet Home Chicago, or furniture on every corner. For background on each exhibit, go to www.chicagourbanart.com. This site is still under construction. More is going to come out later on today. But it is the definitive place to get a complete listing of couches, tables, and the artists who painted them. The city of Chicago hopes this furniture will be a bigger hit than the one from 2 years ago. You remember? Cows on Parade. Here's a reminder, we see this guy all the time, but now the rest of the country will get a chance to talk with him. Sammy Sosa will be in the chat room tomorrow afternoon at 2:30 p.m. Chicago time. You might want to write this down. You might have to talk to him while you're at work. You can ask Sammy about his 400th home run, or will the Cubbies make the playoffs? Sammy Sosa will answer all of your questions at chat.yahoo.com, 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. Nasita.
All right, Art, thank you. In Health Watch, millions of women are dealing with the symptoms of menopause, but many are now finding some relief in soy products. Doctors say soybeans may block the binding of a woman's natural estrogens to receptors, and that may have a beneficial effect in preventing breast cancer. Studies also show soy can alleviate hot flashes, lower cholesterol, and may also be beneficial in building bone density. Nutritionists say it's a more natural way to balance hormone levels. You've heard the expression sleeping like a baby. Well, some Bay Area researchers say when babies sleep, their brains may actually be working harder than ever. Doctors say sleep may play a crucial role in early brain development, and they say while babies are sleeping, their brains are busy creating new connections, increasing their capacity to learn and to remember. And they say this could explain why babies spend so much of their time sleeping.
Sleep. We don't need no sticky sleep. That's why we're here. Morning. We just love not sleeping. We don't need no sticking badges either.
Okay.
All right. The temperature's outside. A beautiful forecast. Don DeSart's going, what's he doing? Well, Don,
Obviously, you
I'm
haven't gotten a good night's sleep.
I'm taking up Don DeSart's time because there's like one Winnebago out there on the road. Going like, there's no cars out here. Where's Don DeSart? 53 at Midway, 52 at Gary. A perfect day to drive your Winnebago, and the reason for it? High pressure north and west of us, and that means it's clear for the most part below 8,000 to 9,000 feet. No precipitation. Chicago, northwest Indiana, and the western section of Michigan. If you go back to the plains, North Dakota, all the way back now to Montana, through the west coast is for the most part dry. There is a frontal system out west that will bring us a shot of rain, it looks like, by Thursday. That's getting ahead of myself. That's down the roads. Or the road. 51 right now, the 70 for a high, 64 tonight at 9 p.m. It's a little bit cooler here in downtown Chicago tonight at 9 p.m. and a little bit cooler for the high today, around 65 in downtown Chicago. 52 for a morning low, so about the same. In fact, the 5-day outlook looks the same across the board. Upper 60s, low 70s with a chance of a thunderstorm by Thursday. Mini Weather Watcher time, guys. Please say good morning to our next Mini Weather Watcher, William, with a temperature of 44 in Gurnee, please.
Good morning, William.
William has, his parents are Susan and Don. He attends Woodland School. When he comes back tomorrow, he'll get to do his shout-outs. That's his form of payment. Since we don't pay the kids money, we let them say hi to their friends. Now, to Don DeSart in her Winnebago.
Let's check on that Winnebago, shall we? Let's take you outside, show you a live look. Oh, there's 3 cars there, Byron. What are you talking about,
You can get 10 Winnebagos through there.
We've got one problem spot, actually, Mr. Miranda. It's on the inbound side of the Bishop Ford, getting rid of debris in the roadway in the center lane around 154th Street. So if you are taking that Winnebago out, heads up on the inbound Bishop Ford this morning. Otherwise, I want to remind you again, if you're bringing the family downtown, Metro Pay CTA are running on their Sunday or their holiday schedule, and you don't have to feed the parking meter. Art and Cedar, back to you.
Thank you, Don.
Now to entertainment news. He brought you the River Dance and Lord of the Dance. Now, this man, Michael Flatley, is back for his latest extravaganza. It is called Feet of Flames. It kicks off a U.S. tour in Miami beginning on June 8th.
Traffic arriving on home video and DVD this weekend. Of course, it's a movie about the illegal drug trade between Mexico and the U.S., starring Michael Douglas and his wife, Catherine Zeta-Jones. The movie is based on a British TV miniseries.
Coming up a bit later here on NBC5, we're going to talk to our friends on the Today Show, and our kids are celebrating their first birthday. Then, at 6:30.
Schaumburg police have a new lead that could provide a clue in the mysterious death of a 25-year-old man.
Remembering fallen officers, we will meet Chicago's own bagpipe brigade. That's next.
And the Memorial Day weekend kicking off, the big bang that we get to deal with all summer. Good morning, Evan, and to the entire Pugh family. I hope you're having a wonderful, happy first birthday with Evan.
And happy birthday to the Velasquez family. Andres, 1 today. Look at all those pearly whites.
Also celebrating his first birthday with us this morning. Our next birthday baby is Larry Dushan Harris Jr. Larry, come on, smile, Larry. It's your first birthday. You're not that old.
And another birthday greeting from all of us here at NBC5. If you want to see your child right here in the morning, this is the address, 454 North Columbus Drive, Chicago, Illinois, 60611-5555.
How about our Memorial Day forecast, Byron?
It's perfect for the BQ, barbecue day. 49 is your temperature right now up north, 52 at Gary, Indiana, 51 at O'Hare, 51 to 47 with a high of 70 today. Cooler along the lakefront, 68. Essentially the same temperature over the next 5 days, upper 60s, low 70s with a chance of a thunderstorm by Thursday. A perfect forecast over the next 5 days, a perfect Memorial Day forecast. Mini Weather Watcher time, guys. Please say good morning to our next Mini Weather Watcher of the hour, and it's Andrew Price with a temperature of 44, and I believe he's the first out of Manhattan, Illinois.
Good morning.
Handsome young man. Good morning, Andrew.
Andrew's 8. He goes to St. Joseph's School. Miss Miller is his teacher. Kathy is mom. Dave is dad. Starting tomorrow, he'll have some shout-outs. He'll get to say hi to all of his friends because, you know, GE doesn't pay any money for the kids to say the temperature, so we're going to let them say hello to their friends. That's their form of payment. Now back to you guys.
All those Mini Weather Watchers got up, Byron?
Oh, yeah.
And called?
That's the first lesson in life. When you got a job, you got to get up, boss.
You know, we found one birthday, Nasita.
Yeah, we did have another birthday. Our final first birthday on this Memorial Day, Marilyn Elizabeth Martinez.
And we're sorry, Mom and Dad. We found it. You know, it was in the paper.
You know, it's Memorial Day.
Okay.
Everyone's on a holiday.
Right now, we're going to New York City now. Get a preview of what's coming up on the Today Show.
Katie's working with us this morning. Good morning. Was it hard to get up on Memorial Day?
Yes, definitely, especially since I get slept terribly. But anyway, moving right along, the C&R coming up this Memorial Day morning on Today, a monument to the veterans of World War II. You probably know there are plans in the works to build one on the Mall in Washington, D.C., but some people don't think it's a good idea, including some veterans. Will have a debate. Then the tragic story out of Israel where a dance floor collapsed during a wedding reception, plunging 4 stories, killing 23, injuring hundreds. We'll talk with the man who shot those dramatic and horrific pictures of the disaster. We'll also meet Franklin Graham. He is the son of evangelist Billy Graham. He's now following in his father's footsteps. You've probably heard of road rage, even air rage, but you might not have heard of surf rage. It's not a joke. We'll have details. And if you're planning on doing a little grilling on this Memorial Day, we'll have some important safety tips. So all that and more coming up this Monday morning here on Today. Nasita and Art, back to you two in Chicago.
Wahoo wah.
Wahoo wah, baby.
All right.
You've been practicing all weekend to get it right.
I didn't know you guys went to the same school. That's really nice to know.
Nasita, he's a Wahoo wannabe, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Sort of sad.
Because he doesn't know the rest of it, but that's okay.
By the way, I had a very nice long chat with Ed Hull, who you mentioned.
Oh, the Chicago attorney.
Yeah. He's still a great guy. It was really fun catching up with him.
All right, Katie. Have a great morning. Happy Memorial Day.
Thank you.
Too. Bye-bye.
Here's what's coming up on NBC 5 News at 6:30. Several officers are injured trying to rescue a woman and her children from their burning apartment overnight. We have details on that ahead.
Plus some news about beaches that could force you to change your Memorial Day plans. We'll explain.
And the local fishing season is casting off. We'll take you live to the lakefront to see what's biting. Plus, you're at the door forecast on this Memorial Day and a live traffic update. Don's going to tell you all about the roads. And actually, there is something to expect. We'll be right back.
Live from Chicago's NBC 5, this is NBC 5 News at 6:30 a.m.
Several people are on the brink of jumping out of windows. This after an X-alarm fire breaks out at a hotel here in Chicago. It's exactly 6:30. It's a Monday morning. Hello again. I'm Art Norman.
I'm Nasita Kwan, and it's Memorial Day. So if you're getting up with us, early birds, we want to tell you about the weather.
The big question is, can you barbecue today? And the answer is yes. See, no problemo. Outside shot shows you there's a little fog, but no problems at the airports. Visibility is 8 miles plus. You shouldn't leave Chicago today. It's going to be gorgeous. 51 is the temperature at O'Hare, 52 at Midway, 52 at Gary, 55 along the lakefront. Your out-the-door forecast calling for a high of 70, but cooler along the lakefront. Warmer south. Winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. Relative humidity low. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Tomorrow's forecast and the rest of the week is coming up, plus many weather watcher guys are checking in too. But before all of that, Dawn Dessart is out and about. She's not. Oh, she's in a Winnebago somewhere. That's okay. We'll have her when we come back, guys.
Exactly. So we will be checking with Dawn. But first, let's update you on this morning's top story. Dramatic rescues made at a burning near West Side Hotel.
Let's go live to NBC 5's Jennifer Mitchell. She is live on the scene. Jennifer.
Good morning. Board-up crews are on the scene this morning after some frightening moments here at the Viceroy Hotel. Firefighters arrived here just before midnight at 1519 West Warren Boulevard. Smoke and flames coming from the 6th floor of the hotel, forcing many guests to their windows where they were prepared to jump. But luckily, firefighters were able to escort many people down the front stairway. Others were rescued by ladder. Firefighters believe that the fire started on the 6th floor. 62 people had to be relocated, but luckily no injuries are reported this morning. At this hour, the hotel has reopened, and firefighters are still trying to determine what caused this blaze. Live on the near west side, Jennifer Mitchell, NBC 5 News.
All right, thank you very much, Jennifer. Another fire overnight injured several residents of a Southside apartment building. That fire broke out in the 7600 block of South Kingston. This was the scene just before 3 o'clock this morning. Chicago police officers, who were the first to arrive on the scene, rescued several residents, among them a mother and her 2 children. The cause of the fire still under investigation. An elderly woman remains hospitalized this morning after a fire breaks out inside her home. Fire officials say a faulty appliance may have sparked this fire here in the 3000 block of North Francisco. She is in serious condition right now at a nearby hospital being treated for smoke inhalation and burns.
Chicago police investigating the apparent dragging death of a man. The victim's body at 116th and Halstead discovered there. Police say the victim, a 44-year-old man, sold cigarettes to someone else who drove up in a car, but that car sped away, and that man inside did not pay. The victim jumped into the car, but then fell off while it was moving at a high rate of speed. Police are looking for a late model gray Chevy Caprice. And Schaumburg police are looking for a red car that could provide a clue in a murder mystery. Friday night, the body of 25-year-old Flavio Venancio was found in a pond next to a metro station. He'd been stabbed and strangled, but the official cause of death was by drowning. Possible clues found at the scene: a baseball cap and part of a car bumper believed to be from a red 1993 Mitsubishi Eclipse, similar to the one you're looking at right there.
3 people are dead following an accident in town just across the Illinois border.
It happened in Salem, Wisconsin, and that story tops our News Digest, this morning. Police say the car hit a tree and ripped the vehicle in half. The car was speeding when it left the road. It's believed all the victims were teenagers from Illinois.
Over in Fort Wayne, Indiana, residents this morning are cleaning up after a tornado touched down over the weekend. The twisters destroyed several homes, ripped the roofs off of buildings, and tipped over several vehicles. Several minor injuries are reported. And back in our area, no swimming here at Chicago's 63rd Street Beach this Memorial Day. High bacteria levels in the lake force officials to close the Southside Beach. However, the beach house will remain open for other activities.
Okay, kids, it's time to get ready for summer camp. The Chicago Park District teaming up with the Chicago Housing Authority to launch some new programs.
The safest place this summer for kids is in our parks.
Park District officials say crime in the parks is down, but activities are up. The Park District is also taking over many of the CHA programs, and parents are encouraged to sign up their kids. Camp starts June 18th.
25 minutes to 7. Lots of ooh, ah at Navy Pier last night for the fireworks show. This is the spectacular display seen all along the lakefront. A colorful salute to veterans on this Memorial Day holiday weekend. There will be fireworks at the pier every single Wednesday and Saturday night throughout the rest of our summer.
Coming up, we'll take a look at world headlines and national news on this Memorial Day. But first, let's check in with Fire and on our Memorial Day weather.
Hey guys, right now it's in the 40s, upper 40s, low 50s. When I come back, we'll talk about the forecast. Will it be a perfect day for a barbecue? Will it be a perfect night for the fireworks at Navy Pier? I'll let you know when I come back. Back to you.
Also, John will have a live traffic update, and we're going fishing in Burnham Harbor.
Plus, we'll meet the men and women who pay ceremonial tributes to fallen officers. They are members of Chicago's very own bagpipe band.
Early Bird's getting up with us in the morning. Thank you. It's Memorial Day. Are you thinking about your barbecue forecast? Check in with Byron.
He knows.
51 degrees right now, guys. We'll answer that question in a second. 51 at O'Hare, 4 degrees warmer along the lakefront, 52 at Waukegan, or make that 52 at Gary, 49 at Waukegan, 47 in Aurora, 51. So upper 40s, low 50s across the greater Chicagoland area. What's upstairs, up in the environment? High pressure is north and west of us. There's an area of low pressure, the same one we talked about last week, now moving toward the east coast. So don't worry about that. Clouds clear below 8,000 feet. Broken visibility 6 miles or so, 7 miles at Midway and O'Hare. No problems getting off the runways, maybe a little fog outside. From Chicago through northwest Indiana and the western section of Michigan, no rain. Now let's go back to the plains, North Dakota and South Dakota, and you see a few drops there. Don't worry about that. Go back to the Intermountain West and all the way back to the West Coast. For the most part, it is quiet. There is a frontal system out there that could bring us a shot of rain down the road, but not today. 70 will be the afternoon high with winds out of the northeast at 10 to 15. 64 tonight at 9 p.m., 64 degrees, and 52 mañana. A little bit cooler along the lakefront over the next 24 hours. Now back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much. Time right now, about 20 minutes to 7. Checking world news, riot police battle firebombing gangs for the second night in a row in a racially tense town in North England. Police say they made about a dozen arrests last night. The fighting, Saturday night and early Sunday morning, is Britain's worst outbreak of racially motivated violence in years.
Search teams find a boat used by an armed gang raiding an upscale resort in the Philippines. 20 hostages, including 3 Americans, were abducted over the weekend. A Muslim extremist group claiming responsibility for those kidnappings.
In the National Transportation Safety Board agenda, they've issued the annual most wanted list, or wish list, for improving travel on planes, trains, and automobiles. The agency is suggesting that everything from non-flammable fuel for planes to mandatory booster seats for older children in every single car sold in America.
A wildfire northeast of Reno, Nevada, causing the evacuation of an RV park. Firefighters doused the flames Saturday night, but then high winds whipped the blaze back up. It's ruined the Memorial Day holiday weekend for some 75 campers at Pyramid Lake, and so far, the fire has charred some 6,000 acres. An Irish fest in Pennsylvania taking an unfestive turn as wind gusts knocked over dozens of people and ripped into a tent. Officials with the National Weather Service want to know if this might have been an isolated tornado. Some 18 people went to the hospital, but all are said to make full recoveries.
On this Memorial Day, we are showcasing Chicago's very own rare emeralds. We are creating beautiful music and a tribute to those who have died in the line of duty. NBC5's Tammy Souza brings us the Emerald story.
So halt! Quick! Mark!
As one of the most renowned pipe bands in the nation, the bagpipes and drums of the Emerald Society of the Chicago Police Department have rubbed elbows with Jay Leno on The Tonight Show and proudly marched across the big screen in many films, including The Fugitive, Backdraft, and The Negotiator. However, celebrity status is not why they play.
Biggest honor that I've had is playing at the funerals of police officers and firefighters who have been killed in the line of duty.
It's also an opportunity to give a very fitting tribute and not have to come up with any words.
Formed following the tragic deaths of 3 Chicago police officers in 1982, the group has played at funerals both locally and nationally, most notably at the memorial for the Capitol police officers killed in Washington, D.C. And if you think this is for men only, think again. 8 of the pipers are women.
It's traditionally a male thing, but being a police officer is also traditionally a male career, so that's different to be a female career.
Members are active and retired officers from city, county, suburban, state, and federal agencies, but the majority are from the Chicago Police Department.
And it's not cheap to be a member of the Emerald Brigade. These pipers spend up to $2,500 of their own money, and they incur the expense of rehearsals and traveling.
The kilts they wear come complete with a small dagger, no pockets, and little else.
So exactly what do you wear under the kilt?
Shoes, socks, and spots. And that's it.
Those are the spots. They also spend over a year learning either the pipes or the drums.
It's a 3-stage process. The chanter, the bagpipe, and then you learn to play marching.
Because they are a tax-exempt organization, the Emerald Society depends on donations, and they also have a new CD available for fans. Tammy Souza, NBC5 News.
And for more information about the Emerald Society and purchasing their CD or to make a donation to their website, here's the address, www.copsnkilts.com.
Our thanks go out to them. That's dedication.
Wonderful.
Beautiful day for a barbecue, guys. And that's the forecast that we were talking about on Friday. It was wet over the weekend, not wet now. clear outside for the most part. 51 is the temperature at O'Hare. That's the official reporting site. 52 at Gary, 55 along the lakefront, Double Nichols, 49 up north in Waukegan, 51 to Page, 47 in Aurora, 46 out in Rockford. What's happening in the atmosphere? Nothing over the Chicago area. There's an area of low pressure to the east of us. That's the one that's moving out that brought us all the rain. High pressure north and west of us. Clouds are clear below 8,000 feet at O'Hare and Midway, and lots of sunshine in the forecast. You can see once we break out of this, we should see nothing but sunshine today. No rain from Chicago through northwest Indiana or the western section of Michigan. Back to the plains, nothing there. Back to the Pacific Northwest, Washington, Oregon, California, nothing there. But there is a frontal system approaching that could bring us some rain down the road. Over the next 24 hours, this frontal system pushes through. There isn't any precipitation in the forecast for the next couple of days. 51 for a low, 70 for an afternoon high, 64 tonight at 9 p.m., and then 52 degrees tomorrow morning. 70 for an afternoon high. A little bit cooler here in downtown Chicago, 70s out in the burbs at O'Hare. That's their official reporting site. 70 to 68. In fact, the upper 60s, low 70s across the board with a little bit cooler along the lakefront. And then by Thursday, that frontal system that's way out west in the Pacific Northwest will approach and bring us a chance of a thunderstorm, dropping the temperatures back down by TGIF day to 66, 66. Mini Weather Watcher time, guys. Our next Mini Weather Watcher of the hour, actually two of them, Aaron and Tyler Lau, with a temperature of 56 in Island Lake. Please say good morning to them.
Good morning.
Mom is Pam, Dad is Scott. They go to Emmanuel Lutheran School. Starting tomorrow, they'll have their shout-outs. Don DeSart is coming up next with the traffic.
That's right. She's actually going out to catch our breakfast.
Ah.
We're having fish for breakfast, right, Don?
We are having fish for breakfast, yes, at least one. One small one. Okay, it's the bait so far, but we're working on it out here at the harbor. Guys, first of all, let's give you a little bit of traffic. Not a whole lot going on as we take you outside, show you a live look. On the inbound side of the Bishop Ford Freeway, though, we do have some debris in the roadway around 154th Street in the center lane. IDOT crews are heading out to take care of that. All right, we are fishing at the harbor. It is fishing season now, guys. Bob Long, the City of Chicago Park District fisherman guy, is here. Hey, Bob, thanks for getting up early with us. Although you're a fisherman, you're up early all the time.
You've got to get up
Yeah,
early.
before the sun rises.
We got the fish are up and they're ready to go and they're eating their breakfast. And if we want to catch a little breakfast, you got to get out there early to catch it.
You gotta, and Nacita wants breakfast for, or fish for breakfast, so we're working on that. Bob, tell me, is there a place throughout the Chicago area where it's a great place to catch crappie, or it's a great place to catch walleye? Do you go to different harbors for different kinds of fish you want to catch?
Well, if you want to catch walleye, you'd have to, wait a minute.
You got one?
Yeah, just.
Breakfast, Nacita! Breakfast is served!
Fire up the grill! Walleye for breakfast.
Kind of small harbors.
Okay, crappie at the harbors.
You want perch and trout, you go to the break walls out further in the lake.
Okay.
If you want catfish and some delicious bluegill, you go to the lagoons. And if you're one of those guys who likes to fish for carp, you can go to the Chicago River.
Fish for carp?
Oh, there's a big group of guys who love that carp.
All right.
But these kind of fish are great for the kids, especially in the harbors, because they're very easy to catch. You can come out here any morning and any evening and just catch your fill of these.
Excellent.
And the
All right.
kids love it.
That looks like breakfast. Bob, what are some of the rules and regulations about fishing around the Chicago area?
Well, if you're 16 years or older, you've got to have a license.
I got a license, by the way, guys.
Right. If you're under that, you don't need a license. You can just come out and go fishing free. We have a lot of programs and special events going on this summer.
How do you find out about some of those?
Call 747-6067, 312, and ask for Bob Long, the fishing guy, or call 742-PLAY, the Chicago Park District's number.
Okay.
And you can find out about $15,000 in cash prizes for one, $4,000 in prizes for kids only in their fishing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, I think you got some.
I think I got one. Oh, we do have breakfast, guys.
Okay, reel it in,
Or
Don.
maybe it's seaweed. I don't know. Oh, no, I got
It's
one.
oh, no, it isn't a shoe. I thought it might have been a boot.
Oh, yeah, thanks, Missy.
I'm
Actually, I fish with my dad all the time.
Do you?
I do. So what did I get here, Bob?
You got another great rock bass. We'll just pull.
A rock bass for breakfast. Bob, is mine bigger than yours?
Unfortunately.
All right.
Seems like everybody's is bigger than mine.
While you get this off, Bob, here, I'm going to give this to you really quickly.
Okay.
Sylvia, follow me over here. These guys are the under 16 set. We've got Matt over here, and Brian over here. Brian's 6.5. I want to ask the guys, actually, are you catching anything, boys? This is Brian right here.
I've caught a rock bass.
You caught a rock bass? That's what I caught. Mine's probably bigger, though, huh?
No.
No, yours probably bigger. Have you caught a boot yet there, Matt?
No. I've got a few rock bass.
Do you guys come out here with your dad all the time?
No.
You don't? Just a special occasion since you're off today, huh?
Yeah.
All right. What are you trying to catch? Are you trying to bring some dinner home?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Have you caught anything this morning? Not. Yeah. Oh, the rock bass this morning. All right. We'll let the guys finish fishing there. Maybe Bob has gotten my, by the way, larger than his rock bass off the line so far. Any last minute pieces of advice for Chicago fishermen?
Absolutely. Come out and enjoy it. There's just too much going on in Chicago. Mayor Daley's fishing program runs starting June 1st through August 31st, and all the bait shops are involved, and people can just come out and have a wonderful, wonderful time.
I want to ask you, Bob, in case somebody doesn't know where to get a license. Where do you get a license in Chicago?
You can get a license at any of the bait shops, and there are 7 of them spread out throughout the city. And on June 1st, we'll have licenses available in the field houses that are attached to lagoons.
And where do you go to get the biggest fish?
I ain't telling that.
Ah, it's your own secret. All right. Bob Long, the fishing guy. And, guys, we got a rock bass. Actually, a couple of them. Did you throw yours back?
Yes.
Oh, man. All right, we got 1 rock bass for breakfast. So start the grill there, Art.
Okay,
Back to you.
How much do licenses cost?
How much do licenses cost? I think when I got mine, it was like
$13.50.
All right,
Okay.
$13.50. Not bad.
You know, Don, you're kind of competitive about this fishing thing, I've noticed. You keep saying that you get the biggest fish. What is the deal with that?
Well, you know, Bob is a fishing expert.
Oh, I see.
And for little old me to get a bigger fish, I guess I am a little competitive.
Well, I guess he sets the
We
standard.
do as a guide. We make sure the client is always happy.
Ah. All right, Don. Quite a fisherwoman that you are.
Hey, Don, catch something else. We'll come back to you later in our program.
All right.
When we come back, the latest check on your out-the-door forecast. If you're planning your grilling today, you're going to listen to Byron.
There's only one thing left, what you want to tell me. That's just the way it goes.
He's the man. I know a lot of folks are up right now, ready to listen because they have to get those coals ready for the barbecue.
No rain in the forecast, Arthur. It looks good for the next 24. In fact, the next 48 hours will be dry. 51 is your temperature at O'Hare, 55 along the lakefront. Your 5-day outlook is calling for a high of 70 today. Cooler along the lakefront, though. 68, 70, that's the forecast through Thursday with a chance of thunderstorms Thursday and then clearing out by Friday. Mini Weather Watcher time, we have 2. The Boutro kids, Justin and Megan, coming in with a temperature of 48 in Frankfurt. So says Megan and Justin. Please say good morning to them.
Good morning. Thanks for getting up.
Mom is Sherry. Dad is Alan. Hilda Walker Middle School is where they go to school. When we come back, we'll do a shout-out starting tomorrow with the kids. Don DeSart is out and about doing some fishing.
I am. Do you guys know that more people fish than any other organized activity in this country? Bob was just telling me that. So everybody grab your pole and head out fishing because you're not driving this morning. I know that. Here are the travel times. They are so mild this morning, hardly anybody out. If you are bringing the family downtown, though, keep in mind that MetroPace CTA are running on their holiday schedules. And, hey, you don't have to feed the parking meters. Art, it's one of those few parking meter holidays of the year. We're continuing to fish out here at the harbor. Back to you, Art and Asita.
All right. Thank you very much, Don. Coming up next year at NBC 5, the answer to this morning's trivia question. And now the question.
Of course, it's a Memorial Day question. And can you tell us how long Memorial Day has been a holiday? A, 30 years, B, 40 years, or C, 50 years?
Saturday night, I had my hair my time, and the baby just looks so right. Well, hey, pick up the sand, got a hat on my shoe. Mama don't know why I got stuck with you, but that's alright, 'cause we're looking as cool as can be.
Our morning trivia question on this Memorial Day. How long has Memorial Day been a holiday? 30 years, 40 years, or 50 years?
50.
Guessing 50, Byron?
He's going with
Well, I'm going to subtract 50 from 30, and then I'll get 30 now that I know the answer because I see it. 30, that's my final.
That's the answer. It started in 1971, although you found a little bit of information, didn't you?
You know, Memorial Day was first observed back on May 30th, 1868, following the Civil War death. But states observed it in 71.